Hi. When I completed my engineering and I joined a telecom company, at that time the technology was 2G, second generation. So initially I started reading about 2G when I joined telecom company. Then came 3G, so I started reading 3G also. All of a sudden 4G came, so I started reading 4G, and now it's time for 5G. And when 5G came, we got 3 to 4 training in our company, and I just started reading something. All of a sudden, few days ago, I saw one post in LinkedIn, and it was mentioned there that a webinar on 6G. So I was shocked. Then what I will do now? Should I read 5G now, or should I go for 6G? From this experience, I realized one thing, that technology gets updated every after 3 to 4 years or 4 to 5 years period. When I was doing my engineering, there is a programming language C, and that book was Let Us C, and it was a famous book, and I thought that I will go through this book, I will learn C and I will become a great programmer. And very next semester, C++, I got Java, that another programming language, and now it's Python. After a few years, Python may be obsolete. Whatever the field, whatever the technology, it gets updated every after 3 to 4 years or 4 to 5 years period. Now we come to the second point. After completion of my engineering, I joined one telecom company. I thought that till now I had been reading all these things in my books only, but now I am going to see those things in front of my eyes. I will enjoy those things. After giving some training and everything, they put me in front of a laptop with an Excel sheet. I went to meet my boss and told him that, see, I am an engineer, so I don't want to work on Excel. Then he said only one sentence: Excel is the God of Telecom. So I learned Excel, and now also I am learning Excel, and now I am one kind of expertise in Excel. Not only me, all of the telecom guys are expert in Excel, and not only in telecom, most of the companies employees are expert in Excel. There are 3 to 4 technologies have already been changed or upgraded, but Excel is still there. I have been working on Excel since the very first day of my job till now. Here there are 2 points. One is technology. There are technologies which have been upgraded with time, and second, Microsoft Excel and Microsoft PowerPoint. These 2 tools are kind of communication medium. Why communication medium? Because we do our work on Excel, but we represent those things also through Excel. If we want to represent those things in a more concise way, then we use PowerPoint presentation. So these 2 tools, you can say, communication medium. So technology has been changed with time, but communication medium is still the same. And communication is the foundation of anything. This is applicable to our technology part as well as in our daily life also. I am not only talking about PowerPoint presentation and Excel. I am talking about everything, every communication, every type of communication. Maybe it's writing, speaking, public speaking, it may be storytelling, anything, any kind of communication. It is the basic foundation of anything. And if foundation is strong, we can build a bigger house on this foundation. But if foundation is cracked, we cannot think for a bigger house. We cannot think for a strong house. So communication is a very important part of our life. Now when the word communication came, we usually think that I am a good communicator. One day I saw one video of actor R. Madhavan. He is an excellent public speaker. In that video, he said one thing, that he took classes on communication. How to communicate, and that too very fundamental things. It's a very basic. What kind of our body language? How should I handshake? How to walk? How to stand straight? All these things, very basic, very fundamental. And he said because of his well manner, he grabbed so many opportunities. He grabbed so many excellent movies because of his well-mannered as well as his great communication skill. Then I realized there are so many things to learn in communication. This is the basic fundamental of anything. A good communication is the essential part of our life. We know Steve Jobs, we know Apple. Steve Jobs was the co-founder, chairman and CEO of Apple. He was famous as a tech guy, but he was more famous as a great storyteller and an excellent presenter. The best-selling author of Talk Like That, Carmine Gallo, he wrote one book on presentation skill of Steve Jobs, and the name of the book is Presentation Secrets of Steve Jobs. So if we have so many things to learn, then what should we learn? Technical or non-technical, or a subject like this communication, human psychology, all these things. So adaptability with technology is necessary. We must accept and adapt all new technologies to make our life easier, comfortable. From professional point of view, it is also necessary to learn those technologies. But these learnings are not compounding. Because suppose 3G is gone, 3G is obsolete. Then whatever I learned for 3G, that has no meaning right now. So our knowledge gain in field of technology is not compounding. Though it is related, somehow it is related. 2G is related to 3G, 3G is somewhere related to 4G, and 4G is somewhere related to 5G. After a few years, when 4G will be obsolete, then there is no meaning of the knowledge of 4G. Then we will have to learn 5G, then 6G, and maybe 7G or 8G. But if we focus on subject like communication skill, like human psychology, and those will never get obsolete. In communication, if we develop ourselves on writing and we are improving ourselves continuously, it will be a compounding knowledge for us. It will be a compounding skill for us. We must concentrate on our communication skill. Communication skill is the foundation for any skill or for any knowledge. That communication skill may be verbal or non-verbal. So communication skill must be developed along with all other curriculum activities from the very beginning of our career, from the very beginning of our life, from the school days, from our college days. Because it is going to be a compounding knowledge. It is going to be a compounding skill. So this is all for now. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.